So in solution lecture 5 part, we have cleared all the concepts and topics. Now we are going to solve exercise in this solution lecture 6. So the first question of exercise, first numericals of exercise is question number 2.4 textbook, and here I will give you systematic solution of this numericals. So in this question we have 68% nitric acid solution in text question 2.4, and we have to express this in terms of molarity. So we know that molarity is number of moles present in 1 liter solution. So first, with the help of given information, we will calculate number of moles of nitric acid. Then with the help of given information in questions, we will calculate total volume of solution. And when we will divide number of moles with volume of solution, we will get molarity of solution. So let's start. First we have percentage mass by mass is given, that is 68%. 68%, what is meaning of 68% mass by mass? If you see previous lecture, you can see it means that 68 gram nitric acid is present in 100 gram solution. So if we take 100 gram solution, then we will have 68 gram nitric acid. So from here we can calculate number of moles of nitric acid present in 100 gram solution, and that number of moles will be given mass of nitric acid divided by molar mass of nitric acid. Molar mass of nitric acid is 63 gram per mole and given mass is 68 gram. When we divide 68 by 63, we will get 1.079. So 1.079 is number of moles of nitric acid. Now total mass of solution, we have made all this calculation by assuming total mass of solution 100 gram. So if we see mass of solution, it is 100 gram, and from the definition of density we know density equals to mass by volume. So volume equal to mass upon density, and density of solution is given in the question, that is 1.50 gram per ml. So if the given mass of solution, this is given mass of solution, is divided by density of solution, then we can get volume of solution. So we have did here same 100 gram is the, here you can see 100 gram is the mass of solution and density is 1.50 gram per ml. This gram will cancel out, ml will come upside, and on solution we will get 66.5 milliliter of volume. To convert milliliter into liter, multiplication factor is 10 to the power minus 3. So if we multiply by 10 to the power minus 3, we will get volume in liter. Now we have number of moles from here, and here we have total volume of solution. So if we divide the number of moles, you can see number of moles 1.079 with the volume of solution in liter, we can get the molarity of solution, and on solving, molarity of solution is coming 16.23 mole per liter. Capital M, you can write this in place of capital M, you can write mole per liter. So this is the molarity of 68% nitric acid. So next question I have 2.5. So if you see NCERT exercise 2.5, you can read questions from there. In this question we have 10% glucose solution. We are getting a solution. On this solution it is labeled that it is 10% mass by mass. So with the help of this given information, we have to calculate molality of the solution, molarity of the solution, and mole fraction of glucose as well as water. So you can see percentage mass by mass is given, that is 10%. We have to calculate molality, small m, molarity, capital M, mole fraction of glucose and mole fraction of water. So from this information, 10% mass by mass means if the mass of glucose is 10 gram, then total mass of solution will be 100 gram. Or we can also say that if we will take 100 gram solution, then this 100 gram solution will contain 10 gram glucose. We know that whenever we prepare solution, then we mix a solute and solvent. So mass of solution is equal to mass of solute plus solvent. So from here we can calculate mass of solvent. mass of solvent is equal to mass of solution minus mass of solute, because this contain both mass of solute plus mass of solvent. So if in this we subtract mass of solute, we will get mass of solvent. So total mass of solution is 100 gram and mass of solute is 10 gram. From here mass of solvent will come out 90 gram. Now we have to calculate mole of solute and solvent. So mole of solute is glucose here. Mole of solute will be equals to mass of solute divided by molar mass of solute. Here solute is glucose C6H12O6, and if you will calculate its molar mass, it will come 180 gram per mole. So 10 gram divided by 180 gram per mole will come out 0.0555 mole. 0.0555 mole. This is the mole of glucose. And if we calculate the mole of water, given mass is 90 gram and molar mass of water is 18 gram per mole. If we divide, then we'll get 5 mole. Now we have mole of water and mole of glucose. So with the help of these two values, we can calculate rest other values. Now we know that molality of any solution is given as number of moles of glucose divided by mass of solvent in kilogram. If it is in gram, then we have to multiply here by 1000. So we have calculated number of moles, that is 0.0555, and mass of solvent we have 90 gram and then multiplied by 1000. On solving this, we will get 0.617 mole per kg. This has become molality of the solution. Now we have to calculate molarity, and to calculate molarity we must determine the volume of solution. So density equals to mass upon volume, volume equals to mass upon density. Mass we have total 100 gram and density of solution is 1.2 gram per ml. From here we can write 100 divided by 1.2 ml. On solving we will get 83.33 ml. We know that whenever we have to convert milliliter into liter, multiplication factor is 10 to the power minus 3. So from here 83.33 multiplied by minus 10 to the power minus 3 will give volume of solution in liter. Now we can calculate molarity. Molarity is number of moles of solute present in 1 liter solution, and already we have decided number of moles of glucose, that is 0.0555 divided by 83.33 into 1000. On solving we will get 0.67 m. So molarity of solution here comes out 0.67 m. So this was molality and molarity. Now we will calculate mole fraction of glucose as well as water. Mole fraction of glucose will be equal to number of moles of glucose divided by total moles of solution. We all know that we have prepared solution by mixing glucose and water. So total moles of solution will be moles of glucose plus moles of water. So total moles of glucose will be equal to moles of water plus moles of glucose. On solving we will get 0.01. Now one concept I have taught you in mole fraction, that sum of mole fraction of all the components of a solution is always equal to 1. एक सॉल्यूशन हमने बनाया, उसके अंदर जितने भी कंपोनेंट्स हैं सॉल्यूशन के, उन सब के मोल फ्रैक्शन को अगर हम ऐड करेंगे तो वो हमेशा 1 के इक्वल होगा. So from this concept we can solve this question. Here we have prepared solution by mixing glucose and water. So if we add the mole fraction of glucose and water, this will be equal to 1. So from here you can see mole fraction of glucose plus mole fraction of water, this will be equal to 1. So mole fraction of water will be 1 minus mole fraction of glucose. So 1 minus 0.01 will be equal to 0.99. So from here we can say, without using this formula also we can calculate mole fraction of water. If we know the mole fraction of one component of solution, we can calculate another by using this formula. Mole fraction of glucose or mole fraction of solvent plus mole fraction of solute equals to 1. From here we can calculate, if we know the mole fraction of solvent, we can calculate mole fraction of solute, and if we know the mole fraction of solute, we can calculate mole fraction of solvent by simply subtracting in 1, because sum of mole fraction of solute plus solvent will always be equal to 1. If there is only two component, if this is a binary solution, Binary solution means if solution is prepared by mixing only two components. Here for this, for example, this solution is binary solution. This solution we have prepared by mixing glucose in water. So we have basically two components. One component is glucose and another component is water. So in that case, we can calculate mole fraction of one component if we know the mole fraction of another. So here we have calculate mole fraction of glucose. Need not to make this calculation for water because this calculation is little tedious. So directly by subtracting the mole fraction of glucose in 1, we can calculate mole fraction of water, and this value is coming 0.99. So in this question, if you read this question, this is question number NCERT question number 2.6. So in this question we have HCl of certain molarity, and then we have to calculate that how many ml of this HCl is required to completely neutralize mixture of sodium bicarbonate NaCl3 and sodium carbonate Na2CO3. We have mixture of sodium bicarbonate and sodium carbonate weighing 1 gram, and we have HCl of certain molarity. Then we have to calculate how many ml of this HCl is required to completely neutralize this mixture. So to calculate the value of HCl required, we have to first calculate the number of moles of each component of the mixture, that is Na2CO3 and NaHCO3. For that, we know that we have given in this question mass of Na2CO3 plus mass of NaHCO3 is equal to 1 gram. This is the mass of mixture. Then obviously the mass of Na2CO3 will be equal to 1 minus and mass of NaHCO3 in gram. This is the mass of Na2CO3. From here we can calculate number of moles of Na2CO3. Number of moles of Na2CO3 will be 1 minus mass of NaHCO3 divided by molar mass of Na2CO3, and this molar mass is 106 gram per mole. Gram will cancel out. From here we can write 1 minus mass of NaHCO3 divided by 100 minus 6 mole. This is the mass. 1 minus mass of NaHCO3 is mass of Na2CO3. You can see from this formula, mass of Na2CO3 plus mass of NaHCO3 is equal to 1 gram. This value is given in the question, that mass of mixture is 1 gram. From here we can calculate mass of Na2CO3, that is 1 minus mass of NaHCO3. Now if we know the mass of Na2CO3, we can calculate number of moles of Na2CO3, and that number of moles will be mass of Na2CO3 divided by 106 gram per mole. This 106 gram per mole is molar mass of Na2CO3, and mass of Na2CO3 from this equation is 1 minus W NaHCO3. So we can get the mole of Na2CO3. Now number of moles of NaHCO3, sodium bicarbonate, will be mass of NaHCO3 divided by molar mass of NaHCO3. Molar mass of NaHCO3 is 84 gram per mole. So from here we can calculate number of moles of NaHCO3. This value will come. Now in question it is given that though the sum of mass of both the components are 1 gram, but both are in same moles, they are equimolar. Equimolar means this mole will be equal to this mole, means moles of NaHCO3 will be equal to moles of Na2CO3. So if we equate these moles of Na2CO3 and NaHCO3, we can calculate mass of NaHCO3. Once we calculate mass of NaHCO3 by substituting value here, we can calculate mass of Na2CO3, and then our solution will become easy. So let's equate these moles. So in this question you can see that from here if we calculate WNaHCO3, then this WNaHCO3 will be 0.442 gram. Mass of sodium bicarbonate NaHCO3 will be 0.442 gram. If we know the mass, we can calculate moles. So number of moles of NaHCO3 will be, sodium bicarbonate will be mass of sodium bicarbonate divided by molar mass of sodium bicarbonate. Molar mass of sodium bicarbonate is 84 gram per mole, and the mass is 0.442 gram. If we divide, we'll get 0.0526. This is the mole of NaHCO3, mole of sodium bicarbonate. And we know that in the question given that number of moles of sodium carbonate and sodium bicarbonate is equal. So this will also be the moles of sodium bicarbonate. So now in this question you can see we have to calculate the total number of moles of HCl required. So first we have to see the chemical equation. So if we see the chemical equation, we can clearly see that when Na2CO3 reacts with HCl, it gives 2NaCl plus H2O plus CO2. So from the balanced chemical equation, the molar ratio of Na2CO3 and HCl is 1/2. You can see for 1 mole of Na2CO3 there is need of 2 mole of HCl. So molar ratio of Na2CO3 and HCl is 1/2. From here if we calculate the moles of HCl, then NaCl will be 2 into moles of Na2CO3. Now if we see the reaction with bicarbonate, as the mixture contains both carbonates and bicarbonates, so reaction with bicarbonate is when NaHCO3 reacts with HCl, it gives NaCl plus H2O plus CO2. So if we see the molar relationship between bicarbonate and HCl, then this molar relationship is 1:1. 1 mole of NaHCO3 requires 1 mole of HCl to give 1 mole of HCl, 1 mole of water and 1 mole of carbon dioxide. So from here molar relationship is 1:1. We can see here 1:1, and we can calculate moles of HCl. Moles of HCl equals to number of moles of NaHCO3 sodium bicarbonate. So if we calculate the total number of moles of HCl, then it will be the number of moles of HCl consumed in this reaction, consumed in the neutralization of sodium bicarbonate, and the number of moles of HCl consumed in the neutralization of sodium carbonate. If we add both the moles, we can get the total moles. So in case of sodium bicarbonate, number of moles of HCl and NaHCO3 is equal. So we can write moles of NaHCO3 plus moles of HCl from this relationship, 2 into moles of sodium carbonate. So 2 into moles of sodium carbonate. And in the question it is given that both carbonate and bicarbonate, sodium carbonate and bicarbonates, are present in equal moles. Yani moles of Na2CO3 is equal to moles of NaHCO3. So from here we can write N total equals to 3 into moles of Na2CO3 sodium carbonate, 3 into moles of Na2CO3, that is sodium carbonate. And we have in the beginning we have determined the moles of Na2CO3, and that mole is Nt, and we have determined the total number of moles of carbonate, that is 0.00526 plus 0.00526. This we can write equals to 3 into 0.00526. On multiplying we'll get, if we multiply these value, then we'll get 6 3s are 18, 3 2s are 6 plus 1 7, 3 5s are 15, 1 0. So it is 0.01578. This is the total number of moles of HCl. And we have the molarity of solution, and that molarity is 0.1 mHCl. So from this we can calculate number of moles. So this is the total number of moles, and we know the relation that molarity equals to N by V. So we can write N equals to molarity into volume. So from this relationship here, in place of Nt we can write molarity into volume equals to 0.01578, and volume we have to determine. Molarity is given 0.1 into volume in liter equals to 0.01578. From here V will be equal to 0.1578 divided by 0.1, and this whole value will be in liter. So from V equals to 0.1578 liter. To convert into ml, we need to multiply it by 1000. So we can write volume V equal to 157.8 ml. So this will be the volume of HCl required to completely neutralize 1 gram mixture of sodium carbonate and sodium bicarbonate. So this reaction is completed in 3 steps. In the first step, first we have calculated the amount of sodium carbonate and sodium bicarbonate. Then we have determined the moles of sodium carbonate and bicarbonate. Then with the help of balanced chemical equation, we have calculated number of moles of HCl required to neutralize sodium carbonate and bicarbonate. Once we have calculated total number of moles of HCl, then we have used the formula of molarity, and molarity is equals to number of moles present in 1 liter of solution, and from here number of moles equal to molarity into volume. When we equate total number of moles of HCl equals to molarity into volume, from here we can calculate volume of HCl required to completely neutralize 1 gram mixture of sodium carbonate and sodium bicarbonate. So the next question is question number 2.7 from NCERT exercise. This question is based that we have prepared a solution by mixing 2 different solutions. We are taking 300 gram of one solution and 400 gram of another solution, and we are mixing this into a container. So the total mass of solution will become 700 gram. But in this 400 gram solution, strength percentage mass by mass is 40%, and the strength of this 300 gram solution is 25% mass by mass. Then we have to calculate what will be the new percentage mass by mass strength of this solution. Solution prepared by mixing 400 gram 40% mass by mass and 300 gram 25% mass by mass. So first we will determine total mass of solution. Total mass of solution is 700 gram. Now if we calculate the total mass of solute present in this 700 gram solution, then this will be 25% of 300 gram solution and 40% of 400 gram solution. This comes out to be 235 gram. Now to calculate the percentage mass by mass, we will take the total mass of solute, that is 235 gram, divided by total mass of solution 700 gram. If we divide, then on solution we get strength 33.5%. So when we are mixing 2 different solution of different percentage mass by mass, then we will calculate like this. First we will calculate total mass of solute, then we will calculate total mass of solvent, then we will divide the total mass of solute divided by total mass of solvent, and this whole value will be multiplied by 100. From here we have got 33.5%, and to calculate the mass percentage of water, we will subtract 33.5 in 100 and we will get 66.5%. So this is the percentage of water in the solution, and this is percentage of solute in the solution.